we can't avoid hard times. We're human, we have challenges, there's negativity, and there's things that we have to go through to become the person that we are.
Mm.
But the unfortunate part is a lot of people just stay there. And so in my life, I've seen people I love so very much never overcome a challenge. And they are at the end and they're in regret and they're in struggle. And I feel like that's not why we're here. And so positivity is a tool to make the most of our life and to help us find solutions through the struggle. So what I went through, hitting rock bottom and completely losing my business overnight, I had to sit there for a minute and really reflect on how did I get here? And why am I here right now? And I could have stayed there and just stayed stuck and never created Power of Positivity, never wrote a book, and just kind of sulked and stayed in my problems. And I see so many people do that, but I didn't. I reflected and I paused and I took care of myself and I was able to reinvent myself. And so I think that it's wishful thinking to think we're never going to go through a challenge, but knowing that positivity is the door that opens for us to go through to something better, no matter what we're going through.
Is another word for positivity like optimistic?
Yeah, totally. Yeah.
Because so what inspired you when you hit rock bottom? What inspired you to get up and go and keep going?
Knowing that it wasn't too late, that I still had a purpose in this life because, you know, I've always had an entrepreneurial heart. I mean, I'm on an entrepreneurial podcast and it's like, I knew I was different. I was like the black sheep in my family, and I wasn't going to work a 9 to 5. And I had started so many businesses, even from when I was a little kid, and it failed, and the next one failed, and the next one failed. And but this one was really successful. So I was in my early 20s. It was going super well. Everything seemed like it was good. But then when I lost my business, it was like, wow, I put all of my eggs in one basket. I put my happiness into my business, and I put
Did you tie your identity up in it maybe too?
Yeah,
like your full identity was tied up in the business.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And my whole worth was there too. And so when you're at like rock bottom, it's like, okay, well, is this it? Am I done, or can I bounce back? And in that place, it was like, no, I know I have a purpose. I don't know what that purpose is, but I guess this business, which was like a trend shop, it was like some girly purses and clothing and stuff, but that wasn't my purpose. And just knowing that there was something greater inside of me in that moment, even though I didn't quite know what that was, is what allowed me to start taking care of myself and really investing in me instead of investing in my business and being productive and making money and going down that route. And so that's where it all started, was just a deep level of self-care, getting my health back on track. Because back then, you know, I was obese. I was putting all of my time and attention into my business. And I thought that that's what it took to be successful, was to hustle and grind. And that's what I needed to do early on to be successful. But as I began to rebuild myself, I realized that I needed to balance that, and I needed time to take care of myself and to not be working so that I didn't burn myself out and ruin something amazing.